I'm very excited today because Joe is in the kitchen with me and he's going to show us how to make homemade coconut milk. You're watching The Bear Pantry Show. So first of all, we're going to follow Joe outside into the backyard so he can get all the coconuts chipped. So here we are in my backyard. I chased Joe outside because I don't want these coconut chips in my kitchen. I'm going to be sweeping for days with all this stuff that's going to spatter all over the place. So what are we doing, Mr. Joe?
We're chipping the coconut so we can make coconut milk and coconut oil.
All right, so we're going old school now?
If you don't want to chip it, you could cut it in half this way.
Can you break it with a hammer?
You could break it with a hammer. You could do anything you want with it.
Okay.
But I decided I want to chip it.
So if you
the way we do it back home.
If you notice, when it comes to these type of things, I give the job to Joe. I'm not even going to pretend. So he's using a machete, and if you're any at all Belizean, you're going to have a machete, and of course we call it machete in Belize, but over here in America they call it machete or machete. And so that's all he's doing. And you kind of want to tuck your fingers in, right, Joe? Don't you want to tuck your fingers in?
That's the way you're going to look like. See it look like that?
Okay, let me see. Let's see how it looks. See this part right here? That's the outer shell, right?
Right, to take the whole lot off right now.
Okay, so he's just going to keep doing that. And he bought a lot of coconuts because we're going to need quite a few to make the coconut oil, okay? How much did you get?
5.
5? All right, and that's going to give you very little bit of coconut oil, but this is just something if you want to do it old school, homemade coconut oil, okay? But this first video that we're doing right here, we're going to be actually doing coconut milk. And then tomorrow morning, we're going to take over and do another video to where we're going to do the oil, all right? So it's going to be 2 videos back to back. So let me go ahead and get all this chipped. And when we come back, we'll be inside the house doing the rest of the stuff. So here we have the coconuts, right? 5 of them. Ooh, I was telling a lie. I thought Joe drank all the water from the coconuts. But look, there's some water right there that we could strain and drink. And by the way, there's a candy that's made in Belize that's made from the coconut water that we'll do in the very near future, okay? I love coconuts because they never go to waste. No part of it goes to waste. Okay, look at this. You know, I call this Big Bente, right? This was made for me one Valentine's by Joe. Look, made from scratch. And you guys might laugh at this and say, oh, how unromantic, but it was romantic to me because I really wanted a good grater. And he did put all these holes, did everything, stapled, whatever. This is so awesome, was the best gift. We're going to start with this to grate the coconut, but we're going to try to figure out along the way too if maybe we could use one of the blenders, okay? So let's get started. So far we're using the grater, but in a little while I know that Joe's going to give up and start trying something else. So let's see. How's it working? How's the grater working? Good? Pretty good. You guys notice I ran? I started it off actually before the camera was on. But see, it's a lot of hard work. You know, some people would just prefer to buy the coconut milk in the can. But, you know, we just wanted to do this for fun to show you guys that it can be done from scratch and you can make coconut milk homemade. So, and pretty soon, I'm going to start making some of the coconut candies, okay, like the tableta and Côte Brute and stuff like that. But for today, let me see that, Joe. Let's see. See, these are the flakes, or in Belize we call it the trash, but it's not really trash because you're going to use it for something important. We're going to make milk from it. So when I come back, we're going to have all this coconut grated. If we change and like put it in a blender or something, I'll also let you guys know that, okay? Let me actually help Joe out. Okay, so Joe did actually put it in his NutriBullet. Nutra, right? Not the Magic Bullet, but the NutriBullet. That's the one that he does all the veggies and the fruits and stuff in. So what he's doing is like cut it into small pieces and he puts it in the NutriBullet and he blends it, and it's actually better than using that grater. I kind of thought he would figure something out because Joe always figures out the easy way to everything in the kitchen. That's why I love having him as my partner here in the kitchen. If only he would join us more often. But I think it's because I abuse him. I only let him join when we're doing hard things. Show me that evil eye, Joe. So this is exciting. And Joe really wanted to do this for us. He really wanted to show us how to make coconut milk from scratch.
Put a little bit,
Let's see.
This up now.
So he's putting in a little bit at a time, and he's going to pull out the machine for the guess he's not pulling it out. Let me follow him, guys. So that wasn't even 30 seconds that he did that. He didn't add any water to it.
Fried water gonna be better.
He thinks if he adds a little bit of water to the coconut, it'll be better. And that won't harm it either. It would have been good if we didn't if we weren't like pigs and drank all the coconut water. But we could add some regular water.
We're gonna need water. Ain't that something?
Because you will need water, when you start making the milk. So just add a little bit of water to it so it can blend a little bit better. So that's the one that he added some water to. Let's see, it's going to be a lot more moist. Let me see. Yeah, it's a lot more wet and moist right there.
We're going to add water anyway, so.
So being that we're going to have to add water to make the coconut milk anyways, he's going to add water before we put it in the blender, all right? So, but that's what we're using, the NutriBullet. I have a video at the site already about what all the NutriBullet can do, and I really love this piece of equipment here in my kitchen. So basically, this is all we're going to do. I'm going to put the camera on pause, and we're going to do all these coconuts. I'm going to go over there and help him cut them up into smaller pieces so we can blend them. And when I come back, we're going to be on to the next stage of making the coconut milk, all right? So I cleaned up the mess. See, I did some work in here today. He's saying that I'm not helping. Anyways, he's going to pick up a little bit now of the coconut flakes or the trash, however you know it by. And he's just going to strain it through a regular old strainer. Not through a cloth or anything, just through a strainer. And so then we're going to need someplace else to put the trash. So let me get something.
Right over there.
Oh, we have another bowl. See, when Joe's working in the kitchen, you guys, he's not prepared. I get everything and I get it prepared and I put little bowls and measure out everything. And for all the people who are saying that I should put the list of ingredients in my description or anything like that, the reason I tell you guys what the ingredients are and how much to use is because I want you guys to be able to make the menu and be successful. But if I start writing the recipes and putting lists of ingredients and stuff, pretty soon I won't be able to sell any of my books. And the book sales that I've been having through you guys have been such a blessing. So that's why I don't write the ingredients list, okay? But you guys saw that he used 5 whole coconuts, and these are considered old coconuts. They're not the young ones that's in the green type of shell. They were in the brown shell. And this is all he's doing. And let me see how much he got right there. I'm going to get my little measuring cup and see how much coconut milk he got. So we can know. Let's see, Joe. You want to pour it in this cup for me? What you have so far?
But why?
Just want to test it to see how much. Oh, so that's quite a bit. That's a 16-ounce cup. It's quite a bit already. It's right at about 10 ounces. And when you buy one of those cans of coconut milk, it's 13.5 fluid ounces. So just a little bit more and you would have a whole can of coconut, you guys. And, a can of coconut is expensive because you can find them for like $3 at the store, but we go and we get the 99-cent one or the 98-cent one. Sometimes they're as high as $1.09. And we use this for everything because I make the breads and buns with it. You can actually make your Creole bun or your Creole bread with this coconut milk right here. So this is why Joe wanted to show us. He's been chomping at the bit for days now saying, let me show you guys how to make coconut milk. I kind of rolled my eyes because I didn't want to grate any coconut. But you know what? We didn't have to grate it, but the couple of pieces that we grated, because the NutriBullet to the rescue again, you guys. So he's just going to keep squeezing this. At the end, I'm going to use my measuring cup to show you how much we got totally from the 5 coconuts. And then that will bring this video to an end because tomorrow morning we're going to pick up where we left off and we're going to actually use this milk to make coconut oil. So let's take a look. Okay, so I came in front of the camera because I want to put Joe and my mom on blast right now. See all these coconut flakes right here, or what you call the coconut trash? When they were younger and couldn't afford lotion for their skin, they would get these flakes and rub it on their skin. And that's how they would get their skin moisturized. And you know what? It was the best thing. Let me tell you. See, Joe's going to do it now. You almost spilled my milk.
Rub it like that.
Oh, let me go behind the camera to show them. You can tell Jada and them are not helping us today, right? See?
Take off all the ash.
Ash be gone. And he used to put it on his leg. My mom used to do it too. So when I told her Joy used to do it, she's all like, shut up.
Wipe it off with a piece of...
You see how Joe's making a mess, you guys? He could have been doing that outside, right? But that's what he used to do.
Wipe it up and look how my hand look to this one.
Okay, let's zoom in. Let's zoom in. Let's zoom in.
Nice
I
and
gotta show. So we didn't know that this video was gonna break out into a skincare. Look at that one arm. Look at that one old ashy arm. So that's what Joe and my mom used to use when they were younger. You know, people back in them days. Joe's gonna choke me out. He is actually, how old are you again now, Joe? 55.
17.
He's 17 in his mind. But he's 55 years old. And you know how people say black don't crack? That's not true. It's good black, moisturized black. With the coconut flakes, right? So we're almost at the end. We got a lot of milk.
And what we're going to do, we're going to still put some more water in it and squeeze it again.
Okay, so Joe says, just in case you guys didn't hear him on the mic, that we can also add water to this bowl. Well, actually, we're going to add water to the bowl with the dry flakes. We're going to put water on it again and squeeze it out again to get more milk. So we're going to get quite a bit. I'm going to get some other measuring utensils so we can see how much we really got from the 5 coconuts, all right? Because this is quite a bit, and we could use this for anything. You know, we can make any of our desserts and stuff. Okay, so he's dumping it back in that. Now we're going to measure what we got first time around. Hang on. When I come back, we're going to get a good count of how much we got. All right, so this is what's going on, you guys. Joe put water on the flakes again, and he's going to squeeze it yet again, but he's not going to do it more than twice. So he's going to now throw the flakes away after he squeezes it. But the most important thing right here in this bowl in front of us, I measured it out. We got the equivalent of 5 whole cans of coconut milk. So it's a little bit closer to 4 cups. No, not 4 cups, 2, 4, 6, 8 cups, but almost 5 whole cans. It was like maybe an ounce or so shy of the 5 whole cans. So when Joe squeezes it again right now, I'm sure we're going to get the same 5 or pretty close. So can you imagine 5 coconuts can give us like 10 cans of coconut milk with no additives, you guys. No additives. Awesome. So this is pretty much right here, our finished product for coconut milk. Right here. Gorgeous, isn't it? I'm calling this the finished product even though we're going to get double the amount, because this is pretty much all coconut milk is. Grate the coconut, put the water, squeeze the milk, and you can use this to bake your breads and do anything else. So it's not official, the finished product, but almost there, because it's just going to be double this amount, okay? So here you go, Belizean coconut milk, homemade coconut milk. So wasn't this so fun and exciting? I'm glad that Joe decided to show us how to make homemade coconut milk. As you can see, he used 5 whole coconuts, and we got the equivalent of 10 cans of coconut milk. So these are for the people who like to do things old school style, right? I don't know that I'll be doing this too much in the future, but I certainly wanted to show you that it can be done. Homemade coconut milk without any additives. Now what we're gonna do is set this milk aside in a bowl, and we're gonna pick up where we left off tomorrow. So if you guys wanna make homemade coconut oil, that's where we're gonna start at, all right? So tomorrow morning when we get up, we're gonna show you what we're gonna do with the milk to turn it into oil. But in the meantime, this video by itself is just homemade coconut milk. I hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you for watching, for picking up the book, for subscribing, for liking, for everything that you do. And until I see you again, take care.